they giving you these fake ass answers. I'm gonna give you the real from
Then
real
I get
experience.
peace while
When
I'm
I was in
around you.
this, when I was in this situation, I looked at myself in the mirror and I said, how am I developing in this situation? How is my personal development coming along? And I didn't like how I was developing as a person in that relationship. And so in that conversation with myself is when I had made that decision to end that said relationship.
So you ended a relationship because of you?
Yeah, it's not her, it's me.
This is some of the most toxic stuff I've heard.
It's not toxic. I understand what you're saying.
I kind of get what he's trying to say. Like she isn't a good influence.
Yeah, like he's not a good influence on her. Like he's not helping him grow in a sense.
Is that what you're saying, Jacob? Or are you saying
exactly? You the one that's the point is going over your head like a bird.
Well, I would. Everybody, you need to say what
everybody else getting
I want you to say what needs to be said so they really understand. Because if it can go over my head or I can interpret it some different types of way, they can as well. So if you saying that, especially when we cater it towards Renee's question, you wasn't getting what you needed to out of that relationship. She wasn't helping you grow. That's what you was putting down on that list. Like, is she helping me grow? Is she helping me get to the next part in life that I want to get to? Am I seeing myself progressing through this relationship? Like, no, we're still in the same space we were 2 years ago when we started this relationship. So nothing's progressing. And I mean, that could be on you or her, but you were judging what she was bringing to that plate. I don't know if were you judging what you brought to that plate, or y'all just wasn't cohesive?
No, we was cohesive. We was cool. We was even cool after the fact. It was just that I felt like a lapdog in the relationship. And it didn't make me feel good about myself. And so I had to boss up. And I did.
Yeah. Is love enough in relationships? Let's go ahead and run this clip so we can get right to it.
A lot of women don't accept the reality that men take respect over love any day. Any day, every day of the week and twice on Sunday. Respect me before you love me. And then women position themselves where it's like, well, I'll take safety over love.
Damn. Safety, huh?
So as long as I feel safe with you, I don't have to be in love with you. Because I'll marry the man that I respect before I marry the man that I'm in love with.
You know what? Whew. When you say that out loud,
she ain't lie.
That makes some sense.
Yeah, no, she didn't lie.
I have no rebuttals.
Because even the safety, immediately when you said safety, I'm like, no. In my head, I'm like, no. They want to marry somebody that's financially keeping them safe.
And it's so many different protect. It's so many different layers of safety.
But mine,
emotionally
keeping them safe.
But I don't have to be in love with my husband because I'm not gonna always.
You're not gonna always.
No. Yeah. But if I'm safe, where the fuck I'm going? I'm right here.
Well,
you ain't lying.
Everybody, I'm like, I'll bring up last week's episode.
Bring it up.
Nope. But now you're right. Now, with that being said, because even what I love what you said. When I feel respected, that's how I feel loved for real.
Most men like that.
That's
real. And then you feeling safe kind of makes you feel kind of loved too.
Yeah.
So like I can get that like that. And to your point, that pure emotion of love can go and come, especially if you're in a long-term relationship. Like, yeah, I love you in the sense of you a person to me. It might even be, I would dare to say familiar love. Like we're family. I love you. But the heavy passion, romance,
and I'm in love with you. Keep that shit. I would like it.
It sounds mad good, but at the end of the day, men fuck with people based on how they make them feel. And women fuck with men or people based on what they can do for them. So this, you saying safety is basically how much can I could get from you?
No.
How much do you provide for me?
I receive that, and I gather where you're coming from with that. But I believe that it's also a vast emotional component that is related to that, because a man can be paying all of your bills, and you can have no financial care, but you're not emotional safe. You may be being verbally abused, and that's a different component. Because like it's so much more than what you can physically offer me. Are my secrets safe with you?
That's why when people say, is love enough? Keep a marriage or a relationship together.
Because when a woman doesn't feel safe anymore, that's when she starts to disrespect the man.
Yeah, absolutely.
And when a man feels disrespected, then he no longer wants to keep her safe. A lot of women don't accept the reality.
All right. Is love enough in relationships?
No.
Yeah, I see what she's saying. I do feel like respect goes a long way. You know, respect, everything falls under that umbrella, at least for me. If you respect me, then you love me in a way. At the end of the day, we do kind of just want respect. Respect our time, what we do for you. Respect our hustle, our drive, our motives, our beliefs. Just respect that we're humans. We have emotions too. I know most guys don't want to express that or feel like we can't, but respect that, you know, there's times where we might not seem emotional or get that kind of energy off in a sense. But yes, I do agree that respect goes a long way for me.
Okay. Renee, is safety go a long way for women? Because you said no, love is not enough in relationships.
Love's not enough because love is fleeting. Like, that's why most people, like when I ask older couples like that been together 25, 30, 40 years, they're like, make sure you like your person. Because you might not always like love your person, but do you like them? Like, do you like them as a person? Not just as your partner. Like them when they're going through whatever they're going through. Like, it's not going to be lovey-dovey all the time. So if you don't like their character, it ain't going to last, period. Because that love, it really, it can flee. He could do something tomorrow. You don't like the way he washed his hands the next day all of a sudden. Like, it could be anything that'll make you be like, you know what? And I always hear guys be like, I'd rather have loyalty over love. Y'all feel like that?
That's respect.
That falls under respect, yeah.
Yeah.
It ain't no lie. I will say love is not enough in relationships.
It's not.
Because like y'all have already said it plenty of times. Like love just doesn't. The feeling of love does not last always. So once that feeling of love goes away, it can be some turmoil, you know, like then you really judging if you want to be here. So if even when y'all not in that feeling of love, if she shows respect for you, like, yeah, I know we love each other. Of course we love each other. But that feeling of love, that gushiness and, you know, all the, like, it's romantic feeling like you're in a movie, the lights going off and all that stuff, like, outside of that, if you just continue to respect me, you continue to be loyal to me, then I'm going to stay. And I feel like it's vice versa even with women. You know, if you continue to take care of them in a sense to where they feel safe, like she said, I don't think they're gonna go nowhere. Pretty much for any of the fleeting love feelings that may be there. Jago, you staying just for love?
I think love is definitely needed, but it's not the only thing that's gonna keep somebody around. A big thing with me is trust. Because if you can't trust each other, you can love each other, yeah, sure. But if you can't trust each other, what's the point in being with that person, not being your person?
I do agree with that. Like it's like we all have that love. We all know love, in like a family sense or like a friend type thing where I care about them.
All right, I love Gorilla.
You love who?
Glorilla.
Glow.
I love Glorilla.
Help the youth, y'all. Help the youth.
Listen.
Gloria,
I love
hallelujah,
Glorilla.
Woods. Why can't I love Gorilla? She got a Kirk Franklin feature, Steve.
And I didn't want to listen to that. I'm not listening to her in no gospel sense. Are you kidding me?
It was a pretty inspirational song, but I see your
I'm
point.
saying.
Look, Lil Baby got a song with Kurt Franklin too.
And it's hard too.
You can't you can't judge where the best will come out at. If the message coming, it's coming, Steve. You can't decide who can deliver the message. What's wrong with you?
I surely can.
He can't.
I surely can.
I surely can. Only thing I'm learning from Gorilla is something that I don't need to be doing.
Maybe it wasn't meant to reach you. That's what it was.
Yeah, maybe that
wasn't. It ain't. It wasn't. That's not for me. not out of that mouth.
Good Lord. But yeah, love is fleeting, but it's definitely needed. I don't think you can be in a relationship without love. I've seen that, and it looks like more like a business relationship. Does it look fulfilling at all outside of like the financial ordeal?
How you know they don't love each other though, just because it looks like a business relationship.
I've had conversations with certain couples that are like that.
And where they say it's no love in here, but they still together for some reason.
It's respect. It's more like a respect thing. Like
It's
kind of if you went with business.
Saying it's purely respect in safety, basically.
It's respect, safety, responsible, like what's it? Being like financially free.
Yeah.
But like to them that's stronger than love in their words. So I was like,
that's what I'm saying. I feel like it's stronger than love because I know a lot of couples that love each other, but
it ain't. So I was like, okay, perspective. It's about how you want to go about your life, what you want it to look like. But I guess
I think more people should be looking at relationships not because they love somebody, quote unquote.
I mean, like Renee said, you got to at least like that person because there's days you're not going, and you ain't going to the love ain't going to be the strongest some days. But you got to at least know, like, okay, I like this person. I like what they do, where they mind at, what their goals are. It's at least enough to where at the end of each day, you're going to respect them. You're going to make sure they're safe. They're going to overall be safe in that relationship. And overall respect you, both parties in both ways. But yeah, love, you can love anything, man. You can easily throw that word around.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You can like anything.
I got a question for y'all. So say you're in a relationship, when girls are trying to figure out if they're going to stay, it comes down to a couple of things. It's like, I ain't gonna lie, it do come down to, so what is he doing for me? What am I getting out of this? What will make me stay? Yada. If they can get past like, I love him. Like, when girls write that pros and cons list, it be certain stuff on there. What is a pro and con list look like for a guy if he's trying to decide if he want to stay with a girl or not? I think that's what the girls are missing. We don't really know what y'all think when it comes to that.
Y'all don't need to know. It's a secret. It's gonna stay a secret forever.
That's insane. That's insane.
Relationships about to fail under Jago. Y'all better stop. Yeah, y'all better. Relationships gonna fail under Jago.
Good God, please.
I don't see the other two talking.
Very highly on my list.
About it, Jago.
Very highly on my list is loyalty.
What do you consider loyalty?
What do I consider? I mean, is she out here doing craziness? Like, I mean, loyalty is she's been with me and only me the whole time. I know that. So, okay.
That's something you're really weighing. Like, I don't know if I want to be here or not, but you know what? She has only been messing with me and me only. That's like a thing in your head.
She done stuck by my side. Like, she literally done stuck by my side. And, I probably done did some craziness. and she done still stayed with me. Like, not even if like I cheated or something, but I was wilding, doing not. I'm not trying to say cheating, but doing stuff I shouldn't been doing, like, talking down on her, talking to her some crazy way, and she still stayed with me. Like, she still had loyalty to me in those situations where I was at fault. I was doing a mistake. She was still with me. That's when
Okay.
that for sure is very high on my list. Because then it's like,
I can fuck up.
no, it's
Toxic.
not like that.
Toxic.
It's like I've done some dirt and she stayed by me, which that shows me she cares for me. That's high on the list. Like she ain't get mad at me for some random reason that I done did something and dropped me off. Like I don't matter. That's high up there for me. So that's the loyalty aspect. I would say, if she talked to me crazy all the time, I'm gonna have to let that go as well. You gonna have to go. So
it's really about how she make you feel for real.
Yeah, the dude literally said that, how she made me feel. If she makes me feel like we in a good space, she don't talk to me crazy. Does she listen to me? Does she stay with me through the ups and downs?
So ultimately, just respect. Respect.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Make sure, like you said, she's not talking to you crazy. She's not like belittling you. She's not making you feel less than.
Yeah.
Like Jago said,
that's a big one.
Just trust in her. She ain't doing nothing crazy. She ain't out here acting single or being in a relationship, talking down on you.
Yep, there you go. That's a good one. Are you supportive of my goals?
They giving you these fake ass answers. I'm gonna give you the real from
Can
real
I
experience.
get peace while
when
I'm
I was
around
in this,
you?
When I was in this situation, I looked at myself in the mirror and I said, how am I developing in this situation? How is my personal development coming along? And I didn't like how I was developing as a person in that relationship. And so in that conversation with myself is when I had made that decision to end that said relationship.
So you ended a relationship because of you?
Yeah, it's not her, it's me.
This is some of the most toxic stuff I've heard.
It's not toxic. I understand what he's saying.
I kind of get what he's trying to say. Like, she isn't a good influence.
Yeah, like he's not a good influence on her. Like, he's not helping him grow in a sense.
Is that what you're saying, Jago? Or are you saying
exactly? You the one that's the point is going over your head like a bird.
Well, everybody else getting it. I want you to say what needs to be said so they really understand. Because if it can go over my head or I can interpret it some different types of way, they can as well. So if you saying that, especially when we cater it towards Renee's question, you wasn't getting what you needed to out of that relationship. She wasn't helping you grow. That's what you was putting down on that list. Like, is she helping me grow? Is she helping me get to the next part in life that I want to get to? Am I seeing myself progressing through this relationship? Like, no, we're still in the same space we were 2 years ago when we started this relationship. So nothing's progressing. And I mean, that could be on you or her, but you were judging what she was bringing to that plate. I don't know if were you judging what you brought to that plate, or y'all just wasn't cohesive?
No, we was cohesive. We was cool. We was even cool after the fact. It was just that I felt like a lapdog in the relationship. And it didn't make me feel good about myself. And so I had to boss up. And I did.
Yeah. That's all I do think.
And we are continuously progressing every day.
That's what I'm talking about. You know, I support that.
Keeping it professional.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So overall, Renee, the thing is, if for dudes, it's not really what you can do for us. It's pretty much like Pat said, and the other dude. That's how you make us feel.
Interesting.
And on y'all list, what is it?
What they can do for you.
I feel like it depends on what girl you're talking to. I feel like it depends on what girl you talk to. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But in most conversations I have, when it comes down to it, it's like also how you make me feel. But it's a little deep. I think we look into it a little deeper than y'all do. I think like overall picture. Like someone said the other day on TikTok, I was like, go look at that picture before you got with that man and look at yourself now. And if you look better, great. If you look the same, something ain't right. And if you look worse, you definitely should leave. So it's just kind of like, what is it doing for you mentally? Kind of like Jago said. What is it doing for you in your situation? Like, what type of woman are you becoming? Does he make me feel safe? Is he providing what I need him to provide? And that could be anything. An emotional safe space. It could be literally anything. Like, and basically down to how does he treat me? Like, how do I feel? Why would I want to stay? Do I want to continue this? Do I see it growing? Do I see it progressing? But that's like a mature person. If you got a young person, that could be 100 things. It could be a lot.
That's what because that leads me to want to ask you. So it has nothing to do with a man's status, as in what he can provide. Like, okay, I know he did this, but he got some money.
No, I think that's not going to mean nothing to a. I think
a
that would
football
mean
player.
Nothing. No, I don't think that would mean. I know someone literally in that situation and they left. Because it's not, at the end of the day, if you got your own, like, that doesn't matter. Am I going to be crying in a Bentley? I'm still crying. I'm in a Bentley, though. Some women might be okay with that. But some women are like, nah, like, this ain't it. It depends on the type of caliber of woman you got. Like, I think it's, like, a down to maturity in her own situation. Is she in fight or flight mode type of thing? But depends on who and what you're dating. But I don't really, to be honest, if a woman really, really love you, it really don't matter what you got going on. Like, on that level. It's not really materialistic. If she really love you.
Yeah, she down.
If she down, she don't care about none of that. You could be broke tomorrow, she's not gonna care.
See, that's what I really, really would want in a woman, just to be down. As long as you down, I'm happy.
I feel like some guys be knowing and they be running it.
Yeah, don't run into. Yeah, now that's when it's a little too far. I do feel that.
It's like, she ain't gonna go nowhere, so I'm finna act the fool. Where's she finna go? And there's a lot of guys that think like that. Yeah, it's like, damn.
I will say. So it's to a certain extent.
Definitely to a certain extent.
They turn into Thanos, like.
Yeah, nah. Now you over here trying to collect infinity stones, like, babe, you already got the power stone. Relax. You ain't gotta go get the time stone. You ain't gotta do all that. But yeah, I feel that goes for men and women. I think it's why the relationships are the way. I think that's why we have situationships. Everybody's not trying to be too deep, but trying to do everything that is deep. That don't make no sense, but that's where it's at.
I do feel that. Y'all got anything else to say? Is love enough in relationships?
At least like that person, man. Find somebody you like.
I can love you, but can I trust you? You told me I could trust. Don't lie.
Well, you know, Jago, what if she's like, I lied to you because I respect you?
Oh Lord, the gaslighting, the gaslighting, man, the gaslighting. No, the gaslighting.
I'm gonna ask her. What if I did the same thing?
The gaslighting. That's what I'm saying, man. Y'all like, subscribe, and leave a comment. All three.